The move comes hours after a photo of him dressed as a derogatory Puerto Rican stereotype resurfaced on social media, drawing condemnations from the staff. Adam Rapoport, the editor-in-chief of Bon Appetit magazine, resigned on Monday, hours after an Instagram post of him and his wife, Simone Chubbuck, dressed as derogatory Puerto Rican stereotypes resurfaced on Twitter. In a statement on Instagram, he said he would reflect on the work that I need to do as a human being and to allow Bon Appetit to get to a better place. Mr. Rapoport, who was an editor at GQ before he took his current job in 2010, had been with the magazine's parent company, Condition Nast, for 20 years. The image in question, posted on Ms. Chubbuck's Instagram feed on Halloween in 2013, had briefly circulated on social media before. But it resurfaced on Monday morning amid a torrent of accusations, after a freelance writer posted screenshots of an old conversation with Mr. Rapoport about whether her work as a Puerto Rican food writer could find a way into Bon Appetit. In the Instagram caption, Ms. Chubbuck called Mr. Rapoport Appy, and used Boricua, a word many Puerto Ricans use to identify themselves. Bon Appetit has faced continuing criticism of how it treats employees of color and presents food from a variety of cultures. Several members of its staff took to social media on Monday to call for Mr. Rapoport's resignation and for better compensation and treatment of people of color on staff. Staff members were called to at least 2 virtual meetings during the course of the day to discuss the photograph and other racial issues at the publication, according to people who attended the sessions. In one, Mr. Rapoport apologized, then left the call so staff members could discuss the matter. Most said he should resign, according to one journalist who was on the call but asked to not be identified because the discussion was supposed to remain confidential. For their part, staff members said both on social media and in interviews that the photograph was only the latest in a series of missteps and poor treatment of people of color at the publication. Sola El-Whaley, an assistant editor at Bon Appetit who appears in test kitchen videos, said in an Instagram story that she was angered and disgusted by the photograph and that people of color were not properly compensated. "Even pushed in front of video as a display of diversity," she wrote. "In reality, currently only white editors are paid for their video appearances. None of the people of color have been compensated for their appearances." She called for Mr. Rapoport's resignation. Molly Baz, a senior food editor at the publication, and Carla Lally Music, the food editor-at-large, pledged to no longer be in Bon Appetit videos until Ms. El-Whaley and other people of color who appear on video were fairly compensated. Thank you for watching. Do not subscribe to and activate the bell to receive all updates.